This is the Iron Trader. It is hump day, which means it is crude day. Now, the API report came out last night, and it was pretty bullish. A lot of draws all the way across the board. Crude had a draw of 2.3 million. Gasoline had a draw of 1.5 million. Distillates had a draw of 2.5 million, and Cushing had a draw of 0.8 million. Now, the EIA report will be out here today at 10:30, so we'll have to see if it confirms. So, as usual, we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have crude oil. Now, remember, OPEC is meeting today, so we got to see how that's all going to shake out. So you want to really pay attention to the news to see if they're going to maintain the cuts or if they're going to, add more cuts on there or whatever they're going to do. Also, the U.S. now is going to, I think it's going to be starting here end of July is what they forecast. They're going to be starting to add more oil to that SPR. Okay, at 4.7 million barrels, they were adding 3 million barrels. So that's all going to affect crude oil here going forward. So you're going to have those bigger draws, okay? Plus, remember, we have the summer driving season. You got Memorial Day and 4th of July and Labor Day. Then we got hurricane season. So there's a lot of bullish things coming out here for the old crude. Okay, let's take a look here on a daily chart. Okay, now we can see here, we had a nice bottoming tail here. And then this was last Friday's candle. We closed pretty much right at that high level here. And then this whole week is just nothing but green candles. So here we have a nice green candle and then with a higher high, another higher high, and so far today, another higher high. Now we are getting away a little bit from that 8 SMA here. So if the 8 SMA can move up here, this might have a little bit of pullback here. We have to see how this is all going to shake out. Now your RSI here, look at your up over 70. You're kind of getting into overbought conditions, but you're also in strength conditions. So this is looking very, very bullish. Your MACD, your green is over your red, shows very, very good positive upward momentum, looking very, very good. Now, today's high here so far is 85.86. So what we want to do is look to the charts. This is the candle that I've been looking for here. This is that 85.90, okay? So that's where we are right now, okay? So 85.86 so far. I'm looking for that 85.90. Now, again, if we can blast above that, then we have a lot of good targets here. So what we're looking for then is 87.75 here. We have 88.33. You have 88.57, 89.54. But this is the candle that we're really looking for here is this 89.85, roughly the 90 area. Okay, so this candle here is that right here is going to be that 85.90. Let's call it 86 level. That's where we're at 86 level, and then your 90 level, and then your 95 level if it keeps right on running on up. Okay, so this here looking very, very bullish. You just got to stay long with the trade. I'm long from back here. We just got to stay long until it gives you some kind of reversal candle situation. Okay, so but right now there is just solid green, but we got to see how it shakes out today. Okay, so what we want to watch here is obviously we were outside these price channels. Okay, so really a lot of times, like when you get on the outside, you want to come pull in. But we got to see right now we're looking riding it right on up here very, very nicely. Okay, so let's look at your support levels here. So obviously we want to look at the top of yesterday's candle. That's at 85.50. Then we'll look to the top of this candle. You're looking at 84.49. And then this is going to be crucial right here. This is your 83.21 and your 83.12. And right there, 83.02 is your 8 simple moving average here. Okay, so we always look to this candle here because this was the breakout candle as it went on up. This one put in just a little bit higher, so you want to watch those two candles. And then we can just follow these candles all the way and down. So just watch today's low, which was, so you had 84.85, which lined up very, very nicely here with the top of this candle here. Okay, so you got 84.49, and then we have 83.85. But right here, this is going to be your key level here, this 83.03. Obviously, if that's lost, then we can just follow these candles down. Look at the high there. You got 82.65. Here we have 82.48. and then we can come all the way down here to this candle. You're looking at 83.21, and then we're looking at this 21 SMA here at that 81.13 here level. But you can see here how this riding that 8. Once you get above that 8, it rides it right on up here. But when it starts getting, the price starts getting away from it, you can see what happens. See, it wants to come right back on back here. The price got away from it, comes back to the 8-day. Got away from it, comes back to the 8-day. Now, that's not saying it can't just keep right on running up here, but always have those little things in mind. When I say when you want to look at a chart, anything to give you just that little edge is always what you want to look at. Okay, so but right now we're very, very bullish here. We had a nice, good 5-day run here so far. So we got to see how this is all going to shake out, and then we got to watch that. Remember, you got to watch that OPEC meeting. So this is going to be very, very key. It looks like they're right now. The news is coming in. It just looks like they're going to maintain what they're doing right now. Okay, so we got to just see how this is going to shake out here for today. But right now, the chart looks very, very bullish. If it does come down, your big two big support levels here is going to be right there. Is going to be your 83.21, your 83.12, and this bad boy right here at 83.03. That's where we're looking. But look how nice this bullish this chart is. I've been pointing it all the way on here. Look at here, low, higher low, higher low, higher low, and look at here, bottom left, upper right, your 50-day here, your 21-day, your 8-day, everything is just moving up real beautiful here. So, but again, nothing lasts forever. So always remember that there. If this reverses, just watch your support levels here for buying opportunity. Okay, let's take a look here on a weekly and a monthly. Okay, here we have your monthly chart. Now, here's the thing I want to show you. Look how nice this is coming over here. See, this is your MACD. Now, we went up there. It couldn't get through. Now, hopefully, you're going to be just about ready to break through. If you do, then we'll get a scenario like this situation here, okay, where your green is over your red, and then this is what you get, okay, a nice, good rising here on the price. Now, this is looking all good. You've held your 50-day. We're above your key level here, your 8 SMA here. We're above your 21 SMA, looking very good to go higher. Lot of nice green candles going here on the monthly. Now, you always want to take a look at the monthly. It kind of gives you a little bit bigger picture here. You can see where it came down here. See, now we're forming this W situation. So realistically, a lot of times when you do that, you can retest that high. That's at 95.03. Okay, so always just keep that in mind. Now, here on your weekly chart here, looking very, very good. Your MACD, look how nice that is. Green above your red, beautiful. RSI, plenty of room to run here. And you're holding all your key levels here. Now, look at your 21-day. See how that's rolling up there nice? Look at your 8 SMA rolling up there nice, and you're above your 200 SMA here. So when we look here on your weekly chart, you have that 85, 88 here. Then we can just start looking at right across here on what kind of a candles we're looking for. The next one here is what do we have here? Okay, 85, 88. Here is that 87, 83. There's your 88, 29. And then this is the candle we're looking for here. This is that 89, 85. Okay, roughly $90. Okay, see that coming right across? So, boom. That's what we're looking for first. So first of all, you got 86 as your big target level, and then roughly $90 your next target. And then we have up here is your 95 level retest. That is your other big target. Okay, so we got to see how this is all going to shake out here. Now, always remember here, when you have the oil running, it's going to affect the gas prices. So in the United States here, we have election year, and what they don't want is higher gas prices. That's never good to get reelected. So always keep that in mind here. They're going to try to do whatever they can here to get that price coming on down here. Okay, so it's going to be a very, very tough situation, okay, for them to come out, because there's so many things that are going on in the world here today here, okay, with Ukraine and Russia. Now, remember, Ukraine bombed the refineries in Russia here. So you think, well, as I say, if they don't have refineries, what do they need the oil for? Well, that's yes and no, okay? That's the refineries today, okay? Now, if they start targeting some of these oil wells and these oil facilities here, well, then that's gonna shoot oil up here real quick here. So it's kind of like a fine line. So you're dealing with that whole situation here. So we got to see how this is all going to shake out. So never have an opinion. Just trade what the charts are. So now you're upside, here that you're looking for the 86 first here, and then we're looking for this 90 level, and then you're looking for that 95 on the way up here. On the downside here, just watch this key 100 SMA here, this 82, 86. That's very, very critical. And then we have your 8-day here below this here at that 80.40. If this comes slamming on down, but you can see how bullish this is. This is why you want to trade the charts. Look at that. See, once it gets above that 8 SMA, see, look what happens. See, when it gets below that 8 SMA, you're just fighting the whole way. But once you get above, then she just curls up very nicely. Okay, let's take a look here at natural gas. Okay, here we have natural gas, your daily and your weekly chart. Now, let's take a look here on the weekly here first. Now, you can see how nice here. Last week's candle, that was the green candle. Obviously, that was the turning point, okay? So this 8 SMA, see how critical that is, where we went right into it. But then we had last week's candle where we actually came down, made a lower low here, but what you did is you closed above that key 8 SMA. Now you can see where your candle is very, very nicely above. So by Friday, we want to hold that 1.72. That's going to be very, very critical on a closing basis on Friday. That'd make for the end of the week. Okay, so here we have your MACD. Well, you're trying to roll up. That green can get above. Look what happens here. You know what I'm saying? You can get like a good upside situation going here. So this is what we need to do. If we can get above that, then we have a lot of nice good targets going on. Okay, now this here daily chart is the tell on all natural gas, what natural gas is doing right now. Okay, so, okay, when we're way down here, what I always pointed out here is these key levels here. Okay, your 21 SMA, you're sitting at 1.76. Your 8 SMA sitting at 1.76. Okay, so now when the 8 SMA curled up, you can see when the price is above, it holds it very nice. And then when that 8-day rolled down, it looks like it was going to roll all the way down, but you held this key support level. See, this is 1.589. You just look to the left of the chart. What do you have? 1.581. Okay, so right there is your double bottom situation. Okay, and then we had that contract roll, went up here, but then again, you still held all this key level here. Okay, so this was Friday's candle, and you held that key 8 simple moving average. You didn't get through that 21 day, but you were holding it pinball action in between the two. Now, what'd you have Monday? Well, you had a nice green candle, came down, retested that, and then shot right up. But this right here, as I've been pointing out, is very, very strong resistance. You can see here where you couldn't get through the first time. You can't get through the second time. Now we got to see if we can get through here on this third time. Okay, so you're never going to do it once. It's just like here. Okay, when you go up through that, you're just not going to get through it the first time. That's why you want to use your simple moving averages, okay? Because bottom line, they work, okay? So if you know where it's going, you know it's going to stop, that's where you know your sell point is. So let's just see how this is all going to shake out. So what we're looking at here today is we're looking at 1.872. That is your 50 simple moving average. Natural gas right now is sitting at 1.863, so you're just below it. You have to crack above this key 50 SMA here to go higher. If you don't, you're going to go sideways to down. Okay, so if we can get above and close above that 1.87, then all you do is look to the left of the chart here. Okay, so then you're looking right here. We have 1.88. We're looking at 1.90, basically 1.92, 1.95, 1.98 here. This is the target we're looking for right there, 2.0. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. Now, again, if we can get above that, this is your target right here at 2.168. Okay, so you know where you're going to go. If you can get above the 50-day, this is your next stopping point, is 2.0. Then you have resistance here, but this is your next line that we're looking for, this 2.16. That's your gap. Now, again, if we can get above that, then what do we go? Then we look at the 21-day here on the weekly. You're looking at 2.28, and then we have your 100 at 2.31, and then we look at bottom of this candle. This is your gap fill, 2.42. So that is your upside targets. It's all going to be based right there on that 50-day. If you can get above it, then she rips higher. If not, you're going to go sideways to down. Okay, so let's look at the downside. Well, really what you want to look at, there's only really a key level right here, okay, is right here, is 1.76 and 1.76. This is what we're looking at as your key support levels here. Now, you can see where it came all the way down and it held that yesterday. Okay, yesterday, right, candles right here. The day before on Monday, came right down, held it, and now we're just sitting right here with this pinball action here between your 50-day and your 21 and your 8-day. So now we know exactly. So if you lose this 1.76, then you just follow the candles down. Okay, so you look to the low there. Okay, that is 1.70. we have 1.68, and then we looked at the top of that, 1.675. So there's your gap and your fill. If that's all lost, 1.58. Okay, so now you know where your downside is. So you have to trade that range until she breaks out either way. Now, if you break above this and close above this 50-day, well, then you got a nice good shot right to that 2.0. Okay, so what I'll be doing here today is like I did yesterday, is be scalping the UNG. That seems to be working really good here for the last couple, 3-4 days here. Looking really good because we're holding this key support levels. That's very, very key. But the upside right there. You don't think a green line on paper is that strong, but look how strong it is. 1, 2, 3 days. Nothing. Okay, so we got to see what's going to happen today. If you can pop up, if not, she's going to be sideways to down. Okay, chart's looking really good. Plenty of room on the RSI. Green over your red shows good positive momentum. The key is just going to be that 50-day on the upside and right here 1.76 on your downside. For the week, want to hold 1.72 for Friday. Okay, very, very simple. So I'll be looking for some scalps here on the UNG, and we'll see how it all going to shake out. If we have a little sell down, I'm not really thrilled about going with the KOLD for the simple reason I think this 176 here is going to hold here pretty strong. Okay, so this is very good strong because you got your 8 and your 21 day. So there isn't really a whole lot of opportunity here, I don't think, to the downside, unless you close below 1.76, then you can go down lower. But if you can't, you got a trading range here. Now remember, as the day progresses and as like the futures open tonight in the weekly, this 50-day is going to keep on coming on down. So I'm expecting this here to break above this 50 SMA here and start heading towards this 2.0. Okay, that's what I got for you on the old crude ski natty gas. I'll be back here at midday trading, and we'll go a little bit more in depth on natural gas and on the crude. Thanks for watching. And remember, that EIA report will be out today at 10:30, and watch the OPEC news. Very, very key today. All right, thanks for watching.